Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you new here, my name is Donna, and for those of you not new, thank you so much for continuing to come back and support my channel. I appreciate all of you so very much. Today I am trying my hand at a one take video, which means hopefully I will be able to record this and then get it up for you guys because I didn't record a Friday video, so here we are. I am doing a real quick tag video, and it is the Fantasy $1,000 Sephora Cart that I believe was started by Emily Noel, and I have seen several of my friends do it, and it looked like a lot of fun, and so I thought, what would I put in my cart if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora? So I built a cart, and it is quite an extensive little cart I have going on. Obviously, $1,000 worth of stuff, and my total came in at just over, whoops, can you see it? Just over $1,000, $1,015.50. So let's just dig into it. And the first thing that I'm obviously going to have to edit this video, especially with that little foobar right there. So I picked up, I will take screenshots and show you what I picked up according to my fantasy cart. So the first thing I picked up was the Charlotte Tilbury Cheek to Chic blush in Pillow Talk. This blush, I actually picked up 2 of those because I got Pillow Talk and Pillow Talk Intense. I do like kind of a meteor blush when I do use a blush, and Pillow Talk Intense definitely seems more my style, like it's a little bit darker, a little bit meteor, but I also really love a nude blush, so that is why I have the regular Pillow Talk one in my cart as well. I love Charlotte Tilbury's powders, and I have always wanted to try these blushes, but y'all, they are $40 a piece. So there's no way I am picking up a $40 blush in anything other than a Fantasy $1,000 Sephora haul. The next thing I have in here is actually the Olaplex No. 5 Bond Maintenance Conditioner. I also have the No. 4 Bond Maintenance Shampoo in there as well. I picked those up just because I do a lot to my hair. My hair is pretty dead on the ends, and because I do so much to my hair, I really want to keep it as healthy as I can via home maintenance, and I have heard some really great things from my stylist community about Olaplex. I only went through and picked things that I knew I couldn't pick up at Ulta. Olaplex is not something that I can pick up at Ulta. So I thought that I would pick up an Olaplex shampoo and conditioner, try them out, see how my hair looks afterwards. I've heard that my hair would be amazing if I use them. The next thing I picked up would be the Fenty Beauty by Rihanna Match Stick Trio. Now, these are items in medium. These are items that I have had like on my loves list for quite some time. They just happen to be on sale as well. They might be something I actually pick up, and I might follow suit. Emily did this video, and then she did a what I actually picked up at Sephora. There is a fly in here, and it's driving me nuts. I might do that as well because I do want to get some of these items. It has the matte matchstick for your highlighting under your eyes, and then it has the shimmer stick, and it also has the contour matte matchstick. So I would be stoked to get that. That is something that I've been wanting to try for quite some time. I also have the Melt Cosmetics 420 eyeshadow palette. This was the first Melt eyeshadow palette that I truly fell in love with, and after having tried the Amor Eterno collection, I know that it is a more tricky formula, but a tricky formula that I absolutely love. So I would love to pick up more from Melt. So I do have that on here. I also have the Natasha Denona Love palette, as well as the Natasha Denona Bronze palette. Y'all know from my sample series, if you watch that I want that Love palette so bad. And it's a limited edition palette, or was supposed to be a limited edition palette, and I didn't pick it up, and I thought I was lost out on it, but it just continues to show up at Sephora, so I would love to get my hands on that. And the Bronze palette is her most recent release, so, and you know, I have a warm place in my heart for Natasha Denona. Quality of her shadows is just amazing. The next thing I have on my list is the Dior Show Pump and Volume HD Mascara. This is my favorite mascara, but it is $30, so $29.50 for a mascara, and I cannot bring myself to pay that amount of money for a mascara. I also have the Charlotte Tilbury Beauty Highlighter Wand in Spotlight. This is a highlighter that I've heard a lot about in a lot of the channels that I watch. So it's something that is on my intrigued list, but it's a $38 cream highlight, and I'm just not enough into cream highlights to think that I want to spend the money on it now. But I have heard it's super pretty, so I would love to try it. The next thing on this is the Milk Makeup Flex Foundation Stick. I've heard really great things about this foundation stick, and I love foundation sticks. I wish I could find one that I truly loved and that I could truly see myself using all the time. I'm always in the market for a Holy Grail foundation stick. I do have a Holy Grail foundation, but I'm trying to find, you know, other foundations out there that I like as well. So, and I would love to find a foundation stick that I love. So I wanted to try that, and I do have that in light beige. Who knows if that's even the right color. I also have the Dior Skin Nude Luminizer in Shimmering Glow, or in Holographic Glow. So this is the one that is really silver, really shiny, really lovely, and I would love to try it. I sometimes feel like I'm too old to put that on my face. I did get also in here one of the regular ones in Nude Glow, but I want both. So there's that. I've always wanted to try the Dior highlighters. I think they are just stunning. The packaging is stunning. The presentation of the highlighter is stunning, and I would love to try them both. Kind of an outlandish looking one and a really like normal everyday kind of one too. I would love that. The next thing on this list is actually the Bobbi Brown face base, because you all know, if you watch my sample series, that I had a sample of it and I actually quite loved it. And the little tiny sample that I had actually lasted me for quite some time. So I think this $60 1.7 ounce jar of primer might be worth it. You never know. I didn't use very much at a time. I didn't feel like you needed very much at a time. And I really felt like the makeup that I put on top of it just turned out so beautifully. And I think a lot of that has to do with the primer. Maybe I'm, you know, kidding myself, but I'd be interested in that if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora. The next thing I have on here is the Melt Cosmetics Smoke Sessions eyeshadow palette. Another one that I have wanted ever since it came out. I love the greens in this palette. What steers me clear of purchasing it on a regular is, you know, this is a $48 palette that I've heard a lot of flack about. Like, a lot of people are complaining about the formulation of it, how it gets puffy in the pan, how it's just not stable. So that kind of scares me away from it, but I just love that palette. And if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora, I would definitely purchase that. I also have a Charlotte Tilbury Airless Flawless Airbrush Flawless Finish Setting Powder. Can never say that right, because that is my absolute favorite face powder. I also have the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Brick highlighter, and I have it in pink quartz. I have heard amazing things about the Bobbi Brown Shimmer Bricks, and I'd be willing to try one if I had $1,000 to spend at Sephora. They're $48 a piece though, so obviously this is, you know, upper end luxury type makeup that I've got on this list. Honestly, a lot of it is not stuff that I can pick up at Ulta and not stuff that I can pick up for super cheap, even on a 20% discount. So there's that piece. I would be super interested to pick up one of those shimmer bricks by Bobbi Brown. I don't even care which one it is, honestly, as long as it suits my skin tone, but I really do love a pink highlighter, and this one is in pink quartz. The next item I have on here is the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette. This is a palette that I, again, have wanted since it came out. It's kind of got this weird, like, chaotic, like, it reminds me of a pixelated picture, and I don't mind that. It's got a good variation of color versus, like, neutral tones, and I think that it would be an amazing, like, addition to my palette collection, and I might even be able to get rid of quite a few other palettes with that palette just because of the color scheme that it's got going in there. But I don't know, Natasha Denona is such a different kind of formulation for her shadows that I bet that I wouldn't have, even if I have some of these colors in my collection, I would be willing to bet that none of them performed like these ones do. Then I also have the Natasha Denona Sculpt and Glow Face Highlighting and Contour Glow palette in medium dark. This is a contour palette. I always swore to myself I wasn't going to buy any more of these things because I don't really feel like 3 tan shades and 3 like highlighting shades suit any one person's skin. But this one seems like it actually does. And the fact that it's medium dark, I'm assuming that there are other ones that you can choose from, like fair, medium, medium dark. I assume that there was only one to choose from, but this is also on sale at Sephora right now for half its price. So it would have been an $89 item and it was only a $44. I also have the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Hydrating Longwear Foundation, again in my sample series. You guys heard me rave about this foundation sample that I had, and it's on my list to purchase at a different time. And the last thing that I have on here is the Hourglass Vanish Stick, and this is a stick foundation also in my sample series, also something that I raved about after trying it out. And again, just looking for different kinds of foundations that I could count towards, you know, holy grail status in my collection, so that I'm not filtering through like every kind of foundation that there is out there. Like, I would really love to have like 5 or 6 foundations that I absolutely loved and could just rotate through those foundations depending on what they were, what I was in the mood for, and what time of year it was, I guess. So that was it. My cart had 24 items in it. And when you look at the items that I have in here, I was actually quite shocked that I geared towards a shampoo and a conditioner in my list. So I have some contouring products. I have a ton of highlighters. I have a ton of palettes, and then a shampoo and a conditioner, 1 mascara, a couple blushes, and some foundations, which really actually shocked me. That's not an area in my collection that I really think about when I'm out shopping unless I have a need for it. So it's not something that ever draws me in. So the fact that I have actually 3 foundations in this is actually quite astounding. I was actually pretty pleased with myself that I was able to get 24 items into this basket. I'm a little over $1,000, and there's nothing that I could take out of this basket that's only $15. But I think I did a dang good job. I got a little bit of everything in here. I'm not a perfume person, so that would have never been on my list. You know what I was really looking for is the Natasha Denona Green Brown palette. That is a palette that I have coveted for so long, but it's $239. So of course I'm not going to buy it. But I would have put that into this basket. But they only had the purple blue. Do you guys know if that one's been discontinued? I wonder if it's on the Natasha Denona website. You know what I just found out today too? Is Natasha Denona had a 4th of July sale. So mad. I'm so mad. Anyways, that's all I got. That's all I have for you today. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun doing this tag. I have to admit, it was a little harder than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be super simple. You know, get 5 or 6 or 10 items in a Sephora bag. You've got $1,000 easy peasy. That wasn't the case. For me too, like a couple of the items were on sale, and which is nice, but I didn't anticipate that piece of it either. It was hard. It was hard to get up to $1,000. So I'd be interested to see your guys' videos out there to see what you would put in your basket. I have seen quite a few of them. I do think that they're amazing. I love seeing what somebody else would pick if they just had $1,000 to spend. I might do $1,000 at Ulta because I think that, God, I could get so much more at Ulta for $1,000. It'd be like a race, you know, can I get 48 items in my basket instead of 24? That kind of thing. Let me know if you guys are interested. Thank you guys so much for coming and supporting me today. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that if you did, you're considering giving it a big thumbs up. I hope that you also liked this video enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel. Hopefully you liked it, or me, enough that you're considering subscribing to my channel. I would love to hear from you guys down in the comments section. And yeah, have an amazing Friday. Have a great weekend. Stay safe out there. Wear masks if you're mandated to. I know Washington State has been mandated to in all avenues of Washington State. So thank you guys so much for joining me again. I hope that you have an amazing weekend, and until next time, bye guys.